Hello? Testing? Okay. Alright, we are here with Baylen the Haymaker. It's a 3 mana 4/3. You tap 2 tokens and you add a mana. You tap 3 tokens, you draw a card. You tap 4 and then you put 3 counters on this and it gets trample. So, you make creature tokens, I assume is the idea, right? And then you either go wide and also sort of go tall. This is kind of, or maybe even a lot, like Jetmir, however, far worse, because it doesn't immediately come into play and become Craterhoof Behemoth, or something, akin to Craterhoof. It takes a long time to do that, because it starts at a 4/3. Honestly, if this was like a 6 mana 6/6, or let's say a 4 mana 5/5, with like Ward 2 or something that they like to staple and everything, maybe it would be better. But I just envision this as being a worse Jetmir. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make it big and one-shot somebody. I think that's, well, more interesting than just playing a worse Jetmir, and also probably a lot harder. So let's try to kill someone with this in one shot, which involves treasure tokens. So let's look at things that create treasure tokens. Well, wait, this does not technically... this is, I guess, a mana dork on 1 for red, which is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Do we keep this? I'm trying to think. What's the game plan of keeping this? No, it's not part of the... No, we're green already. I don't think we need a Goldhound. Ancestors 8 is actually kind of a cool one. It's pretty easy to descend. Well, I can't craft that. This, for the most part, just does it once and then never again. Committing crime. It's probably possible to commit consistent crime because we have like a bunch of red and white removal spells potentially. So maybe we can make treasure here. Wait, there's 2 of this card? Target creature gets +2/+0 on first strike, create a treasure. Target creature gets +2/+0 on first strike, create a treasure. Really? There's just 2 of them. I would have never noticed that. Lannery gets one on attack. I suppose that makes sense. And this is whenever a pirate you control attacks, so it's the same thing except without haste. Sure, this is not a pirate, right? It's a rabbit warrior. Maybe this is too much. Like a 2 mana create a treasure and then do fundamentally nothing else is probably really bad. Was there another card I added? I feel like there was that did that. No, I guess not. Okay, never mind. Sombern is weird, but if we have enough cards that make treasures, it's less weird. I don't know how many creatures are going to wind up running, so Gallag Readers is questionable. I actually don't like Prosperous Innkeeper. Bootlegger's Stash is actually really ideal. The only problem is it's a 6-drop that doesn't do much the turn you play it. I don't know. This creates a bunch as well, right? This creates like 2, and then goes and gets Halvar the equipment. Is it worth running for this? Probably not. I don't really like the equipment that much, so this could be a 2 mana 5/5 in our deck. I don't think that's actually even good, actually. This gets 2 treasures and then sack treasures to make 1/1s. Treasure Vault is maybe good enough. Okay, so we have a fair amount of cards that create treasures. Obviously, most of it is red, but there's still not a ton. Obligatory mana dorks. We do have a 3 mana commander, although I'm not super interested in casting it on turn 2, which is a little unfortunate. So, I mean, there's still no way we don't run these. We're at 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 of them now. Okay. Probably want all the stupid strong cards. Swords, Bolt. I don't know if I want Esper Sentinel. Possibrew. What else? What else? I'm not a noob. You're a noob. You don't even know what my commander does. How can I be a noob? Giving our commander protection is awkward, but also probably necessary. Skrelv, Giver, and I think... Wait. There's the dog. I don't really like Elsaid, or Elsaid. No, I think it's Elsaid. I don't know. Add 1 mana. Oh, you looked it up. There's no way you typed it that fast. You had to have looked it up. You cheated. Wait a minute. Did you cheat? Let's see. I don't know. The commander's covered by my camera, so I don't know how you would have seen it, unless you were here at the beginning when it wasn't. Ooh, do we want Colossus? I like the mana and stuff, but I don't think we can get the devotion. No, I don't think we can get the devotion. We are a bunch of treasure thingies, so what if we, like, surprise people with, like, dumb ramp cards and not actually our commander? So I just play Ulamog. And then let's look at what are the best token cards in the game. A Johnny. Oh, that's certainly one of them. Oslet Pride. Oh, it's the nerfed one. Right, this card got nerfed. So did the other one from the new set. Can't remember. If we wind up with enough creature tokens, I guess Enchangeable Virtue makes sense. I just don't see that happening. Same with Militia Captain. If I wind up with enough creatures, Adeline is an auto-include. Probably Skrelv's Hive. History of Banali is pretty neat. I do like that card. Basri Ket doesn't do a token on the plus, so I don't like it as much. But, I don't know. It makes my commander indestructible if I swing with it. We have enough token or non-creatures for Monastery Mentor. That's pretty interesting. Skyclave is just solid. It gives your opponent a token, though. I don't know. It's a universal removal spell. We're probably going to need that. A Johnny's a pipe dream. I've come to accept it. I don't think we have enough cards for Elishnor, but it does make a ton of tokens on its own when it gets going. We're not a deck that plays more than 1 land a turn, so I don't like the landfall cards. Skewed Swarm is the exception, because that card just is never bad. We could run Mondrak. I don't like the other ones, but this one's maybe fine. This technically makes a token. It is just a solid card. Virtue of Loyalty, solid card. We're never tapping Castle Ardenvale, just accept it. This does make tokens. They don't stick around, though. And everything else this does is not really that great. The -2 is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. What about this? How many instant sorceries do I have for Young Pyromancer right now? I have 10 cards on my deck for Young Pyromancer? Oh, jeez. Alright, be gone. This makes 1 token a turn cycle, yeah, okay. And that I also would almost rather not tap said token. I guess the backside of this is a token. It's kind of interesting. What about this? Siege Gain is 3 tokens. I guess there's an Eldrazi Siege Gang now too, I believe. This is a Slime Against Humanity. All right, we'll keep that idea in the back of our mind. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, it says non-token. I was about to say if if Pock made token lands, I could tap those lands that it duplicates, but it does not. Yep, Parallel Lives. There's a white Parallel Lives. I don't know if we want Doubling Season. I don't have any Planeswalkers. It's kind of just the same thing again. I don't know. Maybe it's worth just trying. I like Tendershoot Dryad, albeit a bit slow. We could probably just cheese in a Craterhoof in this deck. Outlaws Merriment. Battle for Burger. Sure. Suppose you could literally run Jetmir in your deck. Just feels kind of dumb. I do like Voice of Resurgence. Wait, what actually is that Eldrazi that makes, I don't know the name of it. I might not own it. The Eldrazi Siege Gang Commander. I think it's 5. Here it is. Spawn Gang Commander. Create 3... Yeah, we can try that. We can try that. Maybe old Gnawbone is too ridiculous. Because if I'm hitting someone with this, does that matter at this point? I don't think this matters. You play Gnawbone. Yeah, there's better large scary things in the game. I don't think I want that one. Okay, so we have a baseline going. Oh, I have to do the stupid land thing, right? Let me do the lands here. Shocks and checks and flips and pains. Whoa, look at that. Look at the curve. It's all maxed out. Okay, that's weird. I'll take it. We're fully juiced up. All the bars are full. Okay, so this is our baseline. Very questionable, but I've noticed I'm making enough like treasure tokens and mana dorks and stuff that it's probably a good idea to run like Big Eldrazi. Never really played with this card. I don't think it's particularly good, but if I can make a boatload of treasures with it, then, well, guess what gets really, really good? Could be a little too creature light, but we'll see. Also, I think I want the other things that duplicate tokens. Anointed Procession? I can't remember the name of it. So, what's the... Oh, it is called Anointed Procession. Oh, I'm so smart. I'm so smart, dude. I'm so smart. Innkeeper's Talent? I feel like it's... Oh, there it is. Ah. Oh, I was already looking at it. What am I talking about? You level this up and it just becomes one, right? Yeah, it just becomes one. Okay. Alright. That's fine with me for now. Still super light on creature tokens, but again, that's kind of the point. I don't think we want Basri Ket at this point. Probably don't even want Adeline, but I'll keep it for now. We have a lot of mana dorks. Probably shave a land. A lot of treasure generation, too. Probably very easy to get rid of a land here. Green is the least prolific color in this deck. That is already very sketchy. Alright. Innkeeper's Talent is another parallel lives, essentially. So, pretty ideal. Also, it's got a neat level 2, I guess. Level 1's kind of neat, but... Alright, this is our Baylen. Create treasure tokens and try to make this really large very, very quickly, preferably the turn it comes into play. The major downside, I guess, is it does not get haste, so I'd have to give it haste out of cards in my deck, and I'm not going to try to do that because I'd have to make room for that effect, and that seems really bad, so like, comment, subscribe. Yugura's an interesting one. I can maybe ignore Yugura and it can just sit there for a while. So that's actually pretty nice. Okay. Just because I can ignore their commander, I'll run a hand like this. They do run a ton of removal, or at least I did. So maybe Giver is super crucial. Don't think I have any reason to play it on turn 1 though. I don't even have a reason to play this on turn 2 or anything. Yeah, I played Yugura not too long ago. Well, it was actually 3 days ago, I think. It's on my YouTube. That's interesting. Sure. Get there with the goose, maybe? I really cannot afford to, like, lose this food token right now, because I need the mana. Oh, come on, game. Come on! You're killing me, game. Actually killing me. Alright. Ward 1 it is. That would be really funny if Goose just beat him to death. That'd be hilarious. I mean, this doesn't have reach, but it's not gonna happen. I really wanted to land there, though. I can't cast a 3-drop just to, like, take out a arcane signet. That doesn't make sense. Okay. They didn't have to pay 4 for that. It was an enchantment. Technically this is a food, so when I sack it to Gilded Goose, this gets bigger, so this is the worst possible mana dork right now. For yet another reason. Okay, they just didn't cast their commander. Well, this is a black-green deck. I don't protect Giver runes with 1/1 counters, so that doesn't do anything. If they were a red deck, absolutely, but they're not a red deck. There's nothing that they're running other than a fight effect or something, which Exceedingly uncommon. Okay, I guess I'm getting rid of the food token to kill Yigra here with the Fateful Absence. I really wish I had lands. No, they're not running any of the minus effects. You never run any of like the minus X or whatever. That stuff's just not, it's not realistic. You never ever see that. It's all just like hard removal. There's no reason to run the soft removal. Alright, finally drew a land. Probably way too late, but I did draw it. It can be any color, it can be a basic, but I might as well... Alright, I think it can be a basic. Yeah, those effects, those don't stop. Like, making this bigger doesn't do anything. Oh, jeez. Guess I'm just passing? Yeah, I guess I'm passing. No, I can't get the Triumph. I need to spend my mana right now on, I guess, big score. Or leave up Fateful. But it would be ideal to run or cast big score right now. I do sack a food when I do that, because Gilded Goose is a food. Oh, I thought they sacked their Yigra. I'm like, wait. What? What? It doesn't have trample, right? I mean, it doesn't have trample? So... Boop. They let me go to blocks first. So, there's that. Okay, interesting, interesting. Now they kill it. A little, unorthodox. But it sure does work. So, probably getting rid of Doubling Season. Oh, Yawgmoth. Alright, well, that's a complete nightmare of a card to see. Suppose they don't have too many creatures, though, but it's still really bad. Let's get rid of... I think we can... Oh, man. Alright, I'm going to get rid of this. My whole hand is very good. It's just a matter of, like, developing it all. I can exile Yawgmoth with Skyclave, which I don't know if I have to do, but it's something I can do. Alright, do I need my land untapped or not? If I play this, I have 1 mana left over, so... I think I really, really need to play this. If I play this first... I'm just way too invested in dealing with this, Yawgmoth. It's just way too much of a problem. If they ever give Yigra trample, we're screwed. So... They should not sacrifice this. They already know what's on top. They liked what's on top. You should just take the free 4/4 token. Okay, they sack it. I don't agree with this. And in order to not commit a token, I will play this and create the... Oh, I didn't delve, did I? Yes, I did. How are they making it unblockable? They're not making it unblockable, right? No, they're not making it unblockable. I'm not going to swing. Alright. I don't see how they're making it unblockable. I can kill it. I have the food to sack. It's not like I can't kill it, but... I don't see any way to make it unblockable, but... I mean, that's what they would do too if they can. I don't doubt that. Okay, well, now I have to kill it. Otherwise, my opponent draws 18 cards. So, let's kill it. We sack this food for the goose, and then I sack the Skyclave Apparition for ward. They sack it to the Bowstrider for, I guess... Oh, they did not sack it. Interesting. Oh, right, they get a clue token. Right, never mind. Alright, so now they draw 3 instead. Oh, and they also can't blow up all artifacts because, like, all the food weren't. They blew up their own artifacts for no reason. They could have just named enchantments and been fine. Very unusual. This has escape, so I'll just take 3. Okay, untapped land was kind of huge. I will just play this instead of Doubling Season. And I will swing. Okay, if I can keep the board stuck, we're in a good spot. We did just get around a very scary card there. I don't think this... well, it usually doesn't run removal. I mean, board wipes. So that's nice. Okay, they did this on my turn, so I get an extra Saproling. There's a little bit of a missequence there. There's no reason not to run this out. Right? Yeah, let's run this out. Play a Surveil land. Vandal Blast, yeah. Don't think I want this card. No, I don't. Oh, it also lets us descend, right, so I guess it made sense to do that. So we have we actually have 3 tokens now, because we just descended. So surveilling, thank goodness I did that. Thank the 9 Divine. Please just play Ygra. It's only 3 or less. Okay, that could have been worse. It looks like their last card maybe is a land, or who knows what. This actually isn't usually a very good card, but it is just a land, so they're just playing like the cheeky value land. But usually it doesn't do anything. Utopia Sprawl, not exactly what I was looking for. Alright, so tap you, put this here. Play this. And then I can play Lannery Storm, but then I can't attack with it, so I lose my treasure for no reason. So I guess I'm just playing this. Alright, so be it. I'm not descending this turn unless I crack the... Okay, I will make a food with the goose, so I guess I'm not swinging with it. We get to draw here. I can block before I draw as well. Do you make treasures or do you make food? You probably make food, right? No, you still make treasures. Really? Okay, fair enough. Still make treasures. Interesting. Am I taking 6 or am I blocking? I think I'm blocking. You know what? I think I'm going to take 6. No, wait, no. You can't make me. Alright. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can eat my own commander so they don't get Murderous Rider in play? But this does mean I don't make Gilded Goose a thing, but that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Like, I don't make a food token off of Gilded Goose. All of my creatures are already food for it, though. I think this is probably fine. I fizzle this. Swords is interesting. Swords is interesting. So this is dying anyways. So I think I will just Swords the Tireless Provisioner. I think this makes sense. Ygra is a problem, but so is this, right? Like, they can both easily beat me to death. If I can spearhead all of my opponent's cards, that's probably fine. Apparently scrying 1 is better than gaining 6, even though they scryed on top. Feels bad. Alright, this shuts down Ygra, but not really, because it then doesn't really do it. Because it's a 6/6, or it's already like really, really big. I suppose because they scryed on top, whatever this card is has to do with their commander. So let's delve away, or let's sack our plant token. They let it resolve. They could have sacked it to the Woe Strider, and they just didn't do that. I can play this, but again, it doesn't really do much. Okay, I missed my treasure token off the card there. Alright, we are now losing horribly. Take 14 and try to find some kind of way to chump block. Could block like this. But then again, this just comes back if I do that, right? It just comes back and it's worse for me. Alright, this is bad. Hey, look at that. We got doubling season value. I'm not sure what I'm looking for at this point. No way. No way. Wait, why is this not working? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Why is this not letting me cast it? Oh, because I have to tap the food tokens of the Baylen trigger. I see. We tap the food tokens for Baylen's mana. That's why. And then I sack this. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yes. So they sack their whole board, and then I steal the Woe Strider. We're not 100% out of this, but this is obviously very, very good. It allows me to keep playing. It doesn't one-shot my opponent, though. But, I don't know, maybe that's just fine. Maybe that's fine. But yeah, the Woe Strider does not sack itself. Oh man, I love to see this. What a nuts draw. I guess I can make it. Oh yeah, I can just swing. Now it is lethal next turn, never mind. So this card literally has to do something. And it looks like it doesn't. That doesn't have reach. What a crazy, crazy game. So I kind of did what I wanted, which was, like, sit back, draw cards. Now, I didn't get to one-shot my opponent, which doesn't surprise me. But, yeah, like I said, if I do run these, it does give me inevitability, especially if, like, going super wide is not the game plan. This was one of my outs, so... Wow. Crazy, crazy game. What a long game, too. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Man, Kendris really likes us. I guess I'll just keep it. Fenris transformation really, really likes us. Alright, this might be the first game we get Jetmir's Garden. Look at that. Could also get a green Surveil land. We don't need Jetmir's. Ah, this card, dude. This card. Imagine they had it on turn 1. Alright, I'm gonna just get Jetmir's. I'm just gonna get Jetmir's. We're calling it. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Will we commit the crime? Does my opponent kill it? Oh, they can just kill it. Oh, I forgot. Oh, their commander. I got excited. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I got excited, dude. I'm sorry. Oh, I got excited. I got ahead of myself. My opponent obviously has the answer. Alright, that was a categorically destructive misplay there. That is absolutely my bad. Oh, what a nightmare. I can't believe I just got so excited I drew that, dude. I really did. I got over-ambitious. And now I have hair in my eye. Oh, why does this card exist? Whatever. Alright, I guess we're just dying to red-white mythics. Looks like that's just what's going to kill us. Red-white mythic rare degeneracy. Let's get the Surveil land. Don't need that. I might have to Kenrith this. I mean, I literally have to Kenrith it, probably. Alright, well, let's deal with that card first. Wandering Emperor is interesting, just not that exciting. I did not give myself triple green, but I don't think Archmage's Charm matters at this point anyways. It is what it is. Yeah, we're just, like, losing the game. Demolition Field? That's all you can do right now? Okay. My opponent gave me... I think I'm still getting green, right? No, I'm going to get a white here because I don't want to ping myself here. Okay. I really want to make a 2-2, so I probably will, and assume my opponent can't just do anything about this. Looks like they can. Ugh. Alright. I'm convinced there's some kind of spell that's in the way. I'm just gonna take my medicine. I really wanted to make a 2/2 and block the guide, but that's just not realistic. That is absolutely not realistic. Alright, another mythic rare, but it's a Hearthstone rare. Or mythic, whatever you want to call it. And it gets another mythic. Great. Red, white, mythic rares. Alright, they reanimate another mythic rare, such as tradition. Alright, all is undone with a Settle the Wreckage, hopefully, but also potentially not. Just play... Yeah, I just have to leave out Settle. Can't do anything else. I don't know if my opponent respects it. It would be kind of nuts, but maybe they do. I don't know. Becomes a copy of the exiled card. Huh. Okay, my opponent didn't even flinch at, like, doing that. So I gave him all the mana in the world, but I removed the MH3 Mythic Opener. So maybe I can turn this around here. Yeah, but Teferi's Protection justifies an attack, because you don't have to think about it. Because it just wouldn't do anything. Okay, Bootlegger Stash is yet to do anything. I really think I have to deal with this War Engine, though. I really think I do. Oh, this sucks. You know what? No. You can't make me. I'm playing this card because I haven't played it yet, and you can't stop me. I'm playing it. I haven't gotten to use it yet. I want to play it. I can make 2 treasure tokens with that in conjunction of this. Alright, we did it. We did it. We beat the MH3 Mythic Rare Opener. Their commander. This and that. Like, we beat the MH3 Opener. Wow, jeez, this literally looks like just a normal modern opener. Like, I guess this costs 2 now, but that's so disgusting. And I punted my creature. I punted my 2/2 as well. But yeah, if we untap, we have Doubling Season, and then that creates 2 treasures per land. However, I think I probably have to... Oh, wait a minute. I could play Zorn first, and then create 6. And then, like, Archdruid's Charm up, which is what I wanted for this. So actually, if we got to untap with this, we were in an excellent spot, so... Wow. Real nice. Real nice. Yeah, there was no Nadu, you're right. We didn't beat the real MH3. The real villain, but we beat the one that, like, you know, that we beat that one. I do have a turn one of these. I guess Utopia Sprawl is slightly more appealing, because they can't kill it. What color do I name, though? Green? Red? White? Probably green or red, so... Given my hand, I guess green? No, I should really do a different color. I'll do white. I don't want to do green. Okay, I'll keep any land. I can provisioner land, Skrell's Hive. I have a bunch of options here. Tap land, please. Come on, tap land. Ugh. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Well, I don't really play multiple lands a turn, so that is totally fine. Treasure. Oh, I didn't have to ping myself. Oh, I did not have to ping myself. Oh, wait, yes I did. Yes I did. Excuse me. I forgot. This taps for white. It doesn't tap for green. Never mind. So, they can't play Omnath for a while here, unless they have a ramp spell immediately. Then we're in bad news bears territory. Of course, they have a ramp spell, and it's one of the better ones in the game. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Skrell's Hive gives me a steady flow of things. Birds of Paradise, that's funny. Well, we, at this point, have conceded to a board wipe, so if you have one, congratulations. Another thing about going wide in this format, you lose to a board wipe. We have the perfect fetch land for a Lotus Cobra. Excellent. That I cannot kill now because I swung with the Pilgrim. Alright, the One Ring is beatable. That is a beatable card. I'm probably going to want to kill the Lotus Cobra. Let's see what I draw here. Interesting. So this is a way to discard Emrakul, which is hilarious, but obviously not what we're looking to do. I'm going to pitch a Braid, because I don't think killing Lotus Cobra is that useful. Famous last words. And treasure token. So next turn I have what I need. Let's cast this. I can make this indestructible whenever I want, which is pretty nice. And I can swing with these. I don't imagine my opponent blocks, but if they do, that's fine. If they do, that's fine. Oh, right, it's the One Ring. There's no reason to attack. I guess there's no reason to block either. I don't have to leave it up, but... Alright, surely Lotus Cobra doesn't solo us. That is not Lotus Cobra soloing me. I don't have to play Emrakul next turn, and I kind of don't want to, so I'm just not going to. Okay. Yeah, we can make them block. I'm not sure what Recruiter gets here. It's only 2 or less. Oh, toughness 2 or less. Yeah, I have no idea what this gets. I have no idea what they get here. They're running Recruiter for a reason. Mole Drifter? Whoa, that's deep. That is deep. Okay. Can't say I'm upset with that. Mountain Treasure or Mountain Food? Mountain Food is Treasure. I'm not going to cast Emrakul, because again, my opponent hasn't displayed a reason for me to. Let's... what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Draw? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is big and scary. This is just... Yes! I didn't even realize. I almost didn't see it. Yeah, full swing. Yeah. Alright. So, the trying to make Baylen go very tall with a bunch of tokens, whether it's treasure tokens or creature tokens, is not viable. So, if you do want to play this, you gotta play, like, the actual creature token version of it. And at that point, it makes way more sense to just play Jetmir, right? And I didn't want to play Jetmir again. I want to play a new card. So I tried to use the other 2 things on it, which is mana and card draw, and then have a bunch of removal and a bunch of big things. I could have maybe even run more big things, because we are having a lot of treasures and stuff, but it just doesn't come together. The best thing that this commander is doing is the bottom part, and the bottom part is worse than just playing Jetmir. So I can't recommend this commander unless Jetmir is in a bracket that is higher than Baylen. Then fine. But I don't think it is. I think if I was playing Jetmir, I would bump into the same kind of decks. I think I'd have the same slosh of, same breadth of opponents there. So that didn't pan out. The removal spells were fine. It was still kind of clunky. If I didn't have, like, a token generator, I felt like I was just falling behind. I'm not interacting too well outside of creatures, right? So if my opponent's doing non-creature things, I'm not too good against those. Teferi's Protection and Heroic Intervention are not the solution to that problem. It's just a problem this strategy has in general. Reprieve is probably your best bet, but even still, it's not really, you're not getting there with Reprieve and Menatithe, so this strategy really just doesn't work. You need to play a slower format. Maybe like 3 years ago, you could do what I'm trying to do here, but as it stands, it's just not going to work in this version. You just got to play what Jetmir would play, or what Riz the Redeemed would play that also has red. That's it, right? And then, honestly, at that point, just play Mondrak, right? Just play a different... If you want to play a token strategy, you don't want to play this. And that sucks. That's unfortunate. It's still a cool card. I like the options. It was neat to, like, tap treasures and creatures for mana, right? So maybe there is a way to play a ton of creature tokens, and then this turns those creature tokens into mana, right? That way it's not just treasure tokens that I'm ironically tapping to add mana instead of sacking to add mana, right? It's like kind of doing the same thing anyways, except it's like twice as many. So it's like half as efficient. The card draw was actually neat once it gets going. You can consistently draw quite a few cards off of this, but what you're drawing has to be very useful, otherwise you're just creating more tokens to then draw more cards to create more tokens, and you're not actually winning the game. So that's too slow. That's too slow. I would have to reliably draw into something very scary and big, and I just didn't really have that going on. So if I were to play more, I would run larger, scarier things, take out some of the janky intermediate cards, and just run more Eldrazi, Kogla, maybe not Primeval Titan, Inferno Titan, my favorite card ever, Overwhelming Splendor, the curse, right? Like the aura that just curses your opponent, the Mass Humiliate. So there's ways to maybe navigate what I was trying to do more efficiently. I wanted to make this a big, giant, scary card. I wanted to... And then once that wasn't working, I started wanting to do the middle one, and then it just fizzled out and died. So, as it stood, it's just jank Naya tokens that don't really get there because it's not Jetmir. And, yeah. So if you want to play this, play it like you would play Jetmir. And just run a bunch of tokens. Like, actually, just take my Jetmir list and put this in the command zone. And there you go. So yeah, it just doesn't work in this way, right? It's kind of like how I make Colossus kind of goofy. Like, oh, I want to play Colossus, but in, like, my way of playing Colossus, and I find that more interesting. And in this way of Baylen does not work, so. In lieu of talking myself in circles, I will now stop talking. Let me know what you thought about this Commander as I played it. If you have a better idea for this exact way of playing it, let me know. That is not just play tokens, go wide. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.